Hi guys, welcome to another Reddit Cheating Stories podcast. Please subscribe, like and comment if you like the video. It really means a lot to me. And now, let's get started with today's update Cheating Stories Part 2. From oldgrape_1210. Update. Spouse probably cheated on me 25 years ago. Does it matter now? It has been a while since my original post and short update. I might have posted an update after the ones on the original post. So, I confronted her. She denied and kept asking who told me. She then just brushed it off, as whoever it was, must just be jealous of her, even after I itemized her behavior back then in detail. She just continued to deny, then started accusing me of not being nice back then and that I hurt her by not trusting her. She also kept wiping non-existent tears. Now, this discussion was over video chat, so there might have been tears. But as soon as I backed off, she just started saying I just had bad communication with her, etc. Since then, I tried to get past it, took her on a Caribbean cruise, but I just don't have those loving feelings. At this point, I don't wish her any misfortune, but just want to leave her. Now, my oldest son and his family decided to get ancestry DNA tests. They told me the wife and I should. So, I did, and I had my youngest do it also. Turns out, my oldest son and my youngest son are only half-brothers. The DNA test also shows that my oldest son is not my biological son. My youngest is. I never suspected this, but there was no fidelity. My wife was pregnant for about a month before we met. 2.5 months into our relationship, she told me she was pregnant. I was 19, so I assumed it was mine. I was quite naive and stupid then. So my upbringing and my infatuation convinced me I needed to marry her. So, I ended up raising 2 kids that weren't mine. She had a 4-month-old when we met, and one that was. I love the 2 oldest just as much as my youngest. That will never change. I have not told the wife about this yet. I need to discuss it with my oldest son and then all 3 of them. Then I will also inform them that I'm divorcing their mother. The 2 oldest will have to ask her who their biological fathers are. I have no clue. Then I will video chat with her and inform her of everything and my intentions to file. I still feel there was at least an EA and possibly a PA 25 to 30 years ago. But I most likely will never know for sure. My decision is really based on the years of the emotional and threatened physical abuse, constant lack of respect for me, and lack of empathy or consideration for anything I needed or wanted. I will post additional updates as significant actions are taken. TLDR. Spouse probably cheated on me 25 years ago. Does it matter now? Primary Control 8881 commented. OMG, why did you stay married to her for so long? I read the original post, and what you went through is so horrible. She will get her karma though. R. Gonzalez 73 commented. In a perfect world, we hope that karma is a B and gets her back. But unfortunately, I can tell you about too many examples where people have gone wrong and have done terrible things to other people, and it simply does not come back. They get away with it. So it's important that he follows through and let her suffer the consequences of her actions. It's not over yet. Cold Brew 18 commented. Did you miss where the wife had a full-term baby at only 6 months of development? Op ain't the smartest guy out there. Life YOGURTCLOSET 98 commented. All that time wasted? You could have been with someone who respected you, whole co-parenting. Sorry, that's really the only thought on my mind, Op. It's crazy you stayed so long, and it's crazy how pussy-whipped her friends' husbands are to narc on you like that. You're already accusing her of cheating, you might as well ask her friends and not the husbands. Just be direct. Good luck though, I hope you find something worthwhile. Oldgrape_1210 commented. Back then, if I knew she was pregnant with someone else's child, I would not have married her. So no co-parenting would have been required by me. GR8 Gower commented. You're absolutely right. Those 25 years, 1/3 of lifespan, could have been spent on someone worthy. Playful Arm 8590 commented. Whatever you do, please seek counseling for you and your kids. The damage she has caused is life-changing. I'm so sorry, man. Oldgrape_1210 commented. I am seeking counseling for myself now. My kids are 40 plus. That will be up to them. Wellman 81 commented. Sorry you wasted nearly 3 decades of your life with a boss that never truly loved you, much less valued you. Now you can make this right and kick her out of your life completely, and find the one who you were meant for. If anything, just stay single and do what makes you happy. You got this. Oldgrape_1210 commented. Yep, no marriage ever again. A relationship eventually, but on my terms. No Bottle 8922 commented. Damn, that sucks for you, but you love your kids and that's all that matters. Blood doesn't make one family, you know. As for you staying with your wife even though, back then, your gut told you she was cheating, that would have been the best time to have left. But since you're leaving her trifling but now, it's better late than never. All the best and hug your kids. They're probably going to think you won't love them anymore, especially since you're not the bio father to two of them. Your STBX is nasty, op. Nasty. Tyos commented. You lived in a time when you were supposed to tolerate a lot of things from your spouse and let things go easily. Unless you had a strong personality, kinda like your wife's, you weren't going to do anything about it until your spouse had the decency to confess. There were a lot of things that needed to be addressed at the moment, things that now seem unimportant. But that made all the difference. So much time has passed since then that now it would only make you look bad for leaving or bringing these things up. There's no point in talking about this anymore. There's no way you can make her feel responsible for things she probably doesn't even care about anymore. She got away with it, you raised her kids, took care of her, looked the other way on her behavior, and now still give her a chance to lie more. Talk to a lawyer and let her deal with things on her end, let all the information out, and build a new life. That's the only justice and form of happiness you can aspire to at this stage. Old Grape _1210 commented. So both of us are retired. Our state is basically no fault. We liquidated most assets a few years back. She will get half of my pensions. But not my SS payment or my VA disability payment. No alimony since we are both retired. She emptied our retirement savings to buy a house in the Philippines. It's hers only. Foreigners can't own property there. The bills are all on me as usual. I don't want a pound of flesh or any BS like that. I was at sea or on the road all of those questionable years back then. When you are in the service and deploy or a civilian who travels most of the time for work, you have to just trust your spouse. If you don't, it will drive you crazy. So you tend to not even look for red flags. If you do notice something, you just brush it off as not possible. Definitely a result of not seeing the forest due to the trees.
I hope you liked the video so far. Make sure to check my #1 secret for healthy weight loss by clicking the link in the description.
Also, back then, there was no technology like today. The best we had then were cordless phones. Smiley face. Your partner's friend will tend to cover for them. Men and women do it. Just the nature of human beings. Now that I'm retired, I have plenty of time for self-reflection and reviewing of my many past years. Also, I started reading things here on Reddit and other sites dealing with marriage, relationships, and infidelity. That is when the veil was lifted. I still have no proof of infidelity and probably never will. But I do have the factual history of her treating me like crap, not respecting me or my needs, and more. I had always heard the term narcissist thrown around, but never really knew what one acted like. Now I do, and my wife matches it to a T. So I will do my best to end things peaceably, but that will really depend on her. Affectionate Wheel 386 commented. I'm so sorry this happened to you. Overcounter 8 commented. Here is the thing. A cheater will never admit to it, they will always deny it, that's their defense mechanism. The reason she was accusing you of cheating is because she was doing it herself, and the guilt was eating her up, so she started projecting it on you, causing self-sabotage. Do you know how many wives would love to be in her position and be around their husbands who are in the military? That's a lot of time wasted. It's best you go your separate ways. She will try to manipulate you and make herself the victim, like she has been doing over the years. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Abitofado commented. You say, my decision is really based on the years of emotional and threatened physical abuse, constant lack of respect for me, and lack of empathy or consideration for anything I needed or wanted. Yes, 100%. It always amazes me how much time is spent on these threads with people obsessing and speculating over the mechanics of a sexual act. When there is this staggering array of behavior that fully justifies ending the relationship, as if hiding in plain sight. With all that you list, who needs cheating to kick her butt into touch? Your thinking is clear, and you're making the correct choice. Well done, sir. I wish you and your kids all the very best. Dar_la commented. To answer your question, yes, it still matters, especially when you raise these children under the impression that they were yours. Your wife is a horrible, despicable waste of flesh. Just my opinion. Good luck, op. I don't know how you'll be able to move forward from this, but get in contact with a lawyer ASAP. Start getting your ducks in a row. Find a strong support network. Dark Skies Make Pies commented. Damn, man, you're a good man and a good dad. You deserve to be free. It's not ideal, but it's never too late to start over and enjoy the life you have. You spent almost half a century trying. Don't waste another minute finding your new life. Those kids, well adults, are lucky to have you, and I hope you all stay in contact. But as far as her? She started with a lie, and honestly, there's no telling how many times she cheated. If she let you believe a child was yours for 50 years, she's not above anything. Not only did she hurt you, she hurt her own child by lying to him also. Granted, you're a good dad, and he's better off with you as a father, most likely. Still, he had a right to know, and you definitely had a right to know. I hope you update again, but if not, I wish you the best. Please, don't waste another second worried about her. She didn't worry about you for 50 years. Start finding hobbies and people you enjoy. Enjoy the new life and freedom, my friend. I'm proud of you. Sign of the Horns medium light skin tone. Muted_ear 4385 commented. Of course it matters. She lied to you all these years. You could file for divorce first and only tell her afterwards. It's not necessary to inform her beforehand. Wasted_in_paradise commented. Wow dude, this and the original story were pretty painful to read. Does it matter now? It matters if it matters to you. You've invested a lot of years in this. Sounds like you probably shouldn't have. Prabha commented. I'm really sorry for you, bro. It seems that almost all of your life was a lie. It must be devastating. Paternity fraud should be punished. Such women should not be able to get away with this. J_B_23 commented. Wow, I can feel your pain, bro. I wouldn't be able to forgive this, no matter how good of a wife she's been since. I'd take another DNA test just to make sure, that way she can't make up some BS. Stay strong. Lone Ranger Man commented. Lawyer up and get it over as quick as possible. Then, you can go no contact with her. Then, blow up her fantasy world. Tell your family, her family, and your friends what she is doing. Never, never cover up for a cheater. They do not deserve it, and if you do, then never stop. Cheaters need to suffer the consequences of their actions. Get your story out first, or she will have a very different story, and may even accuse you of abuse or some other wrongdoing in order to cover up her bad actions. So Special 21 commented. Regardless if it was 25 years ago or 5 minutes ago, it matters. She deceived you from the door, knowing full well she was pregnant and trapping you. All signs point to cheating in those years you were in the service, which, by the way, thank you. It sucks that it took this long for it to come out, but I'm glad you are finally able to go on with your life and be happy. Old_Grape_1210 commented. You have to remember that the New World was originally populated by European religious zealots, very puritanical. Europe was very promiscuous back then until today. We got the term, sowing your wild oats, from that era. Abstinence has and never will work. Multiple wives and concubines were the rule before Christianity. So stuff happens. The pregnancy was not the issue. Be my true self commented. All that time was not wasted. We've all made mistakes, sometimes they are huge. If she was pregnant before you met but told you 2.5 months in, she told you in an appropriate time frame. She may or may not have cheated 25 years ago, but if she didn't do it again, she learned from her mistake and was faithful since. This is the definition of a good wife. Don't blow it all up because you're insecure and jealous. Old_Grape_1210 commented. I do agree. The relationship with my kids was not a waste. But she told me her pregnancy was due to me, not someone else. So she stole my choice from me. I was raised to marry if I got a girl pregnant, no matter what. So I did. If I had known I was not the responsible party, I would have walked. I was 19 at that time. I was waffling because of years together, even if they were bad. So now that I know, it pretty much seals the deal on me getting a divorce. I hope you enjoyed the video. It is always a pleasure to share with you what I found on internet. And if you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing, like and comment. Also make sure to share it with your friends. It will be really appreciated. Be sure to get back soon for more Reddit cheating story every day on this channel. And if you want more, be sure to check one of these videos.
And if you want to receive a free sketch of your soulmate, click the link in the description now.